Tormund's actor might be in The Witcher Season 2. And I think I know who he's going to play. Hey, so this video, I want to talk about some sci-fi fantasy news, the recent sci-fi fantasy news, so talking about Game of Thrones, The Witcher, Lord of the Rings, Dune, and so on. Also, how there's going to be a live-action Green Lantern TV series coming, so God help us all. Hopefully, I'll put timestamps in the comment section down below so you can jump to what you are curious about, but I don't trust me. You shouldn't either. So first, let's talk about The Witcher. So Tormund's actor, Kristofer Hivju, is possibly in The Witcher Season 2. So there's some suspicious activity where they are scouting locations for Season 2 of The Witcher on Netflix, and they tagged him in the post. And also, Kristofer has been following some Witcher accounts very recently. If I had to guess, I would say he's going to be Nivellen. I have a video on Nivellen, but I think I titled it, "This Character Should Be in The Witcher." They didn't cover it in Season 1. I was surprised. I think they were supposed to, but then there just was too much. And if you want to read that short flashback story, it's in The Last Wish book, which is a prequel to the main Witcher saga, and it's in the chapter A Grain of Truth. I really like the idea of Tormund's actor playing Nivellen, so I'm hoping that all these little indications are pointing to we're going to see him play that character in Season 2. If not Nivellen, I'm sure they'll use Kristofer in some epic way. Moving on, the Witcher book's author, Andre, said that most adaptations are worse than the books. So he didn't really go into whether he thinks the Netflix The Witcher adaptation is worse, but he kind of makes it sound like everything that isn't his books is worse, so I don't know. At least he seems to like The Witcher on Netflix a lot more than the video games. That's something. I talked about in a separate video that House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones spin-off show or prequel show, won't be coming out until probably 2022, so you got a few years to wait for that. Besides that, some actors have been approached by people who were in Game of Thrones and being told that the final season sucked and their character arc sucked. Mainly Euron and Theon's actor, which kind of agree with people, but honestly, going up to someone and telling them that their character fucking sucked, maybe a little mean. I mean, just a little bit. Like I said in the beginning, we are getting a live-action Green Lantern story. It covers multiple decades, sees the origin of at least 2 Green Lanterns that are from Earth, and I don't know how I feel about this. I really like Green Lantern in the comics. Movie, Ryan Reynolds, I love you. Not so much. I feel like a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth from the Green Lantern movie. Besides that, we're getting an animated mini series for Aquaman. I think it's only going to be 3 episodes, and it covers him becoming the new king and trying to deal with Atlantis and also deal with surface dwellers that aren't too happy with them. Well, they're not happy with each other. The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, we know Amazon is adapting that into a TV show as well, and supposedly everything people have seen from shots of the TV series, they're incredibly impressed and saying that it's going to blow everybody away and it's an epic fantasy. We also got a photo of the actor playing Rand on a mountain, and while we're told that they know a specific quarter they're going to release the show, there's no exact date as of yet. There's talks of Firefly being revived, but they don't think they could get all the actors to come back. I mean, the ones that are still alive after Serenity. They feel like it would have to be a limited run in order to do it, so they're thinking if they do revive it, they might do a one-off, maybe 2 of the characters doing something somewhere else in the verse. It sounds like an 8 or 10 limited adventure series would be what they're looking for, and the actors and actresses that were on Firefly, again, the ones that are still alive, seem pretty pumped about it. I would be okay with a Firefly Revival as long as it is the same actors and it's not like a reboot and we're doing it with a new cast, because that would just be absolutely awful. But the company that has Firefly is known for making really awful decisions, so... Casey Bloys, HBO's programming president, said we may not get a Watchmen season 2 just because the showrunner, Damon, doesn't really have any plans. And if you followed my other news videos on the Watchmen and the future of it, you know that the showrunner kind of wanted to leave Angela where she was, and he wouldn't want to do a second season covering her. If he did a second season, he'd want to do something else in a different time period, because we have that 30 years to play with between the graphic novel and what he created, or the time he placed season 1 in. But as of right now, because the showrunner for season 1 said he's not really interested in doing another season and he doesn't have any ideas and he never planned on going past 1 season, we may never see another season of Watchmen. And Casey Bloys definitely doesn't want to give it to anybody else. He feels like it's Damon's world that he created and that he should be the one playing in it. Now, world created for 30 years past the graphic novel. Not the actual graphic novel, because I know someone is going to throw a hissy fit with how I worded that. His Dark Materials is definitely getting a season 2 right now. They're going through production, but they don't know if it's going to get a season 3. HBO's programming president said, we're going to wait and see how season 2 is received, and then we'll think about moving on for season 3. So if you like His Dark Materials, I would definitely maybe go back, rewatch season 1, and then when season 2 comes out, watch it, encourage other people to watch it so we get a season 3. If you're into the Outlander show, we're being told by the Star's president that they are looking for opportunities and to do spin-offs and sequels, so cross your fingers for something exciting off of that. Next, The Dark Tower, a fantasy series by Stephen King, is dead in the water. Amazon decided that it didn't want to pick up the pilot, and now it's still being shopped around to different networks to see if they're going to pick it up. I feel like some people still have a really bad taste in their mouth, just like with the Green Lantern, with the movie The Dark Tower. Really bad movie, so maybe wait a few years and you can try again. Lastly, Dune, which is coming out this year in December, is being praised as just being absolutely epic. No one has seen a final cut yet, but from what people have seen that are close to the film, they're saying this is a crazy level of just being fantastic, and that it's going to rival what happened with Lord of the Rings so many decades ago with how hyped people up because of the graphics and how epic it was. So don't hype me up, just let me down. Don't fuck with me when it comes to Dune. This better not just be that generic hype shit they do before something is released. My heart can't take this anymore. Alright, more sci-fi fantasy videos coming on up. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm so sorry it's Monday. Like, subscribe, and we'll get through this together.